Ever had a week that you swear that the weather is a little bipolar? Let me just try to go for a nice little walk. I thought I was, I thought I was going for a walk. The trees are all winding and bending over. As soon as we can, we'll take a forest walk when things are a little calmer and see what trees have been knocked down. And I think I'm just going to go walk into the chalet. We have guests coming again this tomorrow, and I'm going to make sure that it's all ready to go. I should put a kite on and fly on over. Anyway, we had guests last weekend, and they were great. They used the place lightly. They gave us a 5-star review. It's an easy go to get it ready for this weekend's guests. And I'm going to talk about the importance of getting sleep, or how do we do that? I haven't even figured out how to do that yet. My challenges on getting sleep at my age, even this last week, showed a whole mixed mush of why it isn't working so great. And it has to do with, we're just walking on over to the chalet. There's a brief moment of sunshine till we get blowed off the road again. This week we had glorious weather. It was plus 20 there for a few days. I was able to get out and do some cleaning in the garden beds at the vacation rental. And saw some tulips coming up. It was just gave me such hope. And I was able to even take off my shoes and socks and do a touch grass moment. Did some earthing. As I walked along until I got to a gravel road, in which case my feet are too soft yet to be doing things like that. So just on the lawns and the grass, and it was very nice. And then the next minute we turned around and boom, snow. Of course it did. And then today it's wind. It's been a week. I am enjoying this spring, even the few moments of getting out into the gardens and seeing new life. It's all very exciting. I ordered up a few more plants for over at the chalet here, because some things won't survive, and so you gotta kind of fill in the empty spots. So glad to be in the house. It's chilly in here because I keep the temperature down, but it's no longer windy and blowing me off the road. So that's great. And I was thinking about sleep. It's one of the areas in life that I struggle. I've never been a good sleeper. And as I'm getting older, it's getting a little bit tougher even because of various aches and pains and whatnots that's coming along as I get older. Now, sleep is very important for you. It's the time when your brain washes away all the crap and crud that's accumulating in there, and especially when you're in the deep REM parts of your sleep. And yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much crap is getting washed out of my head, because not much really long, deep sleep to be had for me lately. And I know that if you don't sleep well, then the cortisol increases in your body. That cortisol increases your blood pressure, which is an issue for me. That cortisol helps you keep the weight on, actually. It increases your blood sugars, makes you hungry later. And it's just a whole cycle of things that you need to deal with and get a hold of. Now, for me, one of the huge issue I have with sleeping is dealt with most of the time with intermittent fasting, which I'm doing. I have had GERD for, oh gosh, almost 10 years now. And it came, I was gonna say from working night shifts, but that's not true. It reared its ugly head while I was gaining weight at the end of my working night shifts, because you'd come off a night shift, you come home, you'd be starving hungry, because when you come back home from work on a day work, and then you come home for supper, right? You come home for supper, then you relax for a few hours, and then you get to bed and you're generally okay. On night shifts, because I had to make sure that I was up in time to get Jasmine, my sleep window was very short. So I'd have to get to bed as fast as I could from when I came home from night shift, but I was also hungry, very, very hungry, like supper time hungry. And so then I'd eat, and so then I'd go to bed, and so then I'd wake up in an hour or two throwing up, because it just, especially if I'm laying on the right side, that really gets it rolling. And it's just a horrible way to live or try to get any sleep, because it's gross. You wake up because you start choking, because the stomach acids reach into, you breathe a little bit of it in, and so you're gagging and choking and wanting to throw up, and it's just not good. And so then I got started on medications for that. But yeah, works a little bit, but not great. You still have to not eat before sleep. So it's been a great blessing for when I retired, so that I could be a normal human being, as normal as I can possibly be. But it helps if I am absolutely shutting my eating window by 6. I cannot eat past 6, because if I eat past 6, well, the same thing happens, because I got to get to bed at a decent hour. I cannot be up till midnight and then turn around and get Jasmine up for school and think that I'm going to have great days, because my sleeps are so short. So I have to make sure that I am finished eating as early as possible, shut that window down. And when I do that, then I'm fine. I don't need to even take the meds. I'm good. So that's the cure-all for that. Another thing for me was I have a frozen shoulder issue. A lot of women our age do. On my left shoulder. That started from an injury at work at about 7-8 years ago. Kind of a violent, demented patient. We were trying to change his attends, and I got injured in there, and it took off into some frozen shoulder thing where it's an 18-month process, right? For about 6 months, the pain and the stiffness gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Then it plateaus for the same amount of time, and then it kind of unfreezes for that period of time. And of course, then I was going to physiotherapy, trying to do all of it. I was on gabapentin for a time, and eventually it got better, but it's never been perfect after that. And it tries to get reinflamed. It starts barking again. It just is never perfect. So for me to lay on my left side is quite painful a lot of the times because it hurts. Well, last week I woke up one morning, and I'm sure you've done it too. You're like, and you can't turn your head, right? It's got this big old kink in there. Don't know what you did. Very, very painful for a few nights. So there I was. Couldn't turn on my left side because shoulder. Couldn't lay on the right side because neck. And no matter what I did to support it, it just freaking hurt. And I was like, and it's a good thing I didn't put in a little GERD in there while I was trying to get some sleep. But yeah, it was a rough time. So those are the things I'm working on in the sleep, for challenges in sleep. And yeah, if you have challenges in your life, trying to get some sleep, for aches and pains that might come along, for just your brain doing the monkey mind talking all the time, that's what mine does as well. I try to calm things down and relax by, I do get the old cell phone out, but I go to the mahjong and I'm playing a little bit of that, or else I'm doing kind of word search, trying to bore myself to get tired. Or I read a little bit on the Kindle, just trying to calm down and try not to think of what I've got going on up here. So yeah, if you have any advice, if you have found anything that really, really works, or if you have issues in this area too, please share. I'm Annette from Carpe, Omnia, after 60, and I wish you a good night.